So, what if we could actually change what it means to get older? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to look at the food trends for 2026 that are doing exactly that. And this isn't just about trying to live longer, it's about a really big shift toward living better for all of our years. This quote right here, it really gets to the heart of this huge new idea. For so long, the goal was just to add more years to our lives, right? But what good are more years if they aren't, well, good years? The new finish line isn't just about longevity, it's all about vitality. And that's exactly where this idea of health span comes in. Just think of it as the number of years you get to spend feeling great, being active, staying independent. It's the time you're not held back by chronic issues. And here's the really exciting part. Nutrition gives us this incredible set of tools to actively stretch out that health span. So how do we actually do that? How do we build a better health span? Well, here's our game plan. First, we're going to redefine what aging really means. Then we'll get into a blueprint for building strength, look at how to protect our mind and our gut, and completely reinvent the way we start our day. So let's jump in. Okay, first things first. We have to understand the main physical challenge we're all up against as we get older. Because, once you can put a name to it, you can start building a real strategy to deal with it. And that challenge has a name. It's sarcopenia. It sounds complicated, but all it really means is the natural, age-related loss of muscle and strength. But here's the fascinating part. It's driven by what scientists call a blunted response to protein. Basically, it means that as we age, our bodies need more protein than they used to just to get the same muscle-building benefit. And listen to this. This isn't some rare thing. Sarcopenia impacts a whopping half of all adults over the age of 80. Just let that sink in for a second. That one number shows you exactly why figuring out our nutrition isn't just a nice idea. It is absolutely crucial for staying independent and strong. So how do we fight back against that? Well, let's open up our first toolkit, the Strength Building Blueprint. This is all about giving your body the right materials to hold on to and even build new muscle. And this chart really tells the whole story. You see on the left, that's the recommended amount of protein for a younger person. But to overcome that blunted response we just talked about, the target for an older adult, over there on the right, is much higher. But here's the real secret. It's all about spreading it out, aiming for about 25 to 30 grams with every single meal to keep your muscles fueled all day long. And breakfast is your single biggest opportunity to get a head start. I mean, look at these options. A bowl of cottage cheese with some fruit. That's 28 grams right there. A Greek yogurt parfait, 25 grams. These are not complicated, fancy meals. They're simple, powerful ways to tell your body, hey, let's build some muscle today. And you know what? Getting all that protein doesn't have to break the bank. In 2026, the humble bean is making a major comeback. Get this. Interest in lima beans has shot up 262%. And it's obvious why. They are cheap, they last forever in your pantry, and they're packed with both protein for your muscles and fiber for your gut. A true powerhouse. All right, let's grab our second toolkit. Because it's not just about muscles, is it? We're now discovering this incredibly deep, fascinating connection between what happens in our gut and the health of our brain. This is your guide to protecting both. And it is so clear that people are paying attention. Just look at these numbers. Interest in brain health is absolutely exploding. Searches for dementia are up 181%. But look at neurocognitive disorders, up a mind-blowing 7,654%. People are hungry for real information on how to keep their minds sharp. Which, of course, leads us to the most important question of all. What can we actually do about it? How can the food we eat become a tool to build a more resilient brain? Well, the answer is right there on our plates. Research keeps pointing to a pattern of eating that includes foods just like these. Berries, for example, are packed with something called flavonoids, which are linked to slowing down cognitive decline. Fatty fish gives us those crucial omega-3s that our brains are literally built from. It's all about making these foods a consistent part of your routine. And we can't talk about the brain without talking about the gut. The key is this trend called fiber maxing. But don't let the name scare you. It's a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, aim for 21 to 30 grams of fiber every day. Step 2, choose gentle prebiotics. Those are the foods that feed your good gut bacteria. And step 3, combine them with probiotics, which creates this powerful symbiotic effect, supporting both your gut and your brain at the same time. Okay, time for our third and final toolkit. This one is all about our habits and our mindset. It's about how we start the day. The big trend for 2026 is a total reimagining of breakfast, moving way beyond just thinking about it as fuel. So let's just be perfectly clear about this. When it comes to healthy aging, the whole skip breakfast trend, that's over. It's done. As we've already seen, that first meal of the day is your golden opportunity to get the protein you need to fight muscle loss and really set a healthy tone for the rest of your day. This quote really says it all. The new philosophy isn't just about what's on the plate. It's about the feeling, the mindset we bring to that first meal. The whole trend is about shifting away from a rushed, stressful start to a more meaningful, intentional morning ritual. And this shows the difference perfectly. On the one side, you have that old hustle culture morning, a quick jolt of caffeine, stress, rushing out the door. But on the other side is the calm ritual morning. This new approach is all about being intentional, maybe using functional ingredients like magnesium to calm your nervous system. The whole point is to start your day from a place of calm, not chaos. So let's put this all together. If there's one thing that connects all of these trends, it's this. Building a longer, better health span doesn't mean you have to completely upend your life. It's all about the small, consistent choices you make day in and day out. So let's make this really simple. Here's your action plan. If you remember nothing else, just remember these 3 things. Number 1, make protein a priority at every meal to fight off muscle loss. 2, maximize your fiber to feed both your gut and your brain. And 3, turn your morning rush into a calm, intentional ritual. These are the cornerstones of building a better health span. When you really think about it, every single meal is an investment in the person you're going to be tomorrow. The trends and the science for 2026 have given us a really clear roadmap for aging with strength and with vitality. So the only question left is, what are you going to choose to build your future with today?